You know anybody who wants a free house? One of the things we've discussed with our modular home that we have in Delaware currently, instead of tearing it down and just throwing it away, we'd love to I'd love to sell it, but I don't know that that's worth it. I would have no problem giving it away to somebody. It comes down to the question of whether or not somebody has a property nearby, probably maybe in southern Delaware, that they could move this house to. Also, the cost of taking the house back apart, moving it, and having a new foundation built and the house set on that new foundation, it get quite costly. It be $80,000, $120,000, $150,000. So that's a huge expense, and then to have somebody pay for a house that they could move. So we've discussed it, and we wouldn't have any issue giving the house away if somebody wanted it. I don't know when that'll happen. It's all based on the timing of us selling this house and us being able to get the next house built. So it might be a year or two before that could even happen. But if you know somebody, put them in contact with me. I'd be happy to discuss it. If you know a charity that would take it, I'd be happy to, give it to them also. And I don't think I can actually give it to them. One of the builders told us that you have to sell it. It might be for $1, but you still have to sell it so that it clears the lien and the taxes on the property. We own it, so it's not like there's no loan on it. So that's not an issue for us. This weekend we went to the beach. As being able to go around town, the smoke from the Canadian wildfires really put a damper on our weekend. We really stayed in. I did go outside and cut the grass early in the morning, but it really aggravated my respiratory system and my asthma. So, the rest of the weekend we pretty much stayed in, tried to stay out of the smoke. But it looks like feels like that's cleared now. The air looks a lot better. I hope those in Canada are okay. I mean, it's quite sad that this is happening, and I hope people are safe and nobody's lost their homes, or must be a terrible thing to have to go through. We're halfway through summer at the beach, so it's been busy. Probably not as busy as past seasons. I'm guessing the economy is affecting people's livelihoods here in the DC area. So, sorry, bird almost flew into the camera. So it hasn't been as busy in town as we normally see it, which is great for us. It's terrible for business there. The business said they are busy, but not as busy as previous seasons. And they agreed. They probably suspect it's the economy, high gas prices, uncertainties currently. But hopefully that'll improve. We got a HOA letter this week for a HOA meeting coming in September. So I'll record some of that. It's always, the ones we have gone to in the past are always quite interesting. Like people asking the chief of police, can they have Waze or Apple Maps not direct people through the neighborhood? Are they building a bridge over the main road like they do in Las Vegas? Like, the city planner is like, well, who's going to pay for that? Like, we'd have to raise taxes. Like, so it's really interesting to hear what the people there and a lot of these people are people that live there year round. So they're older, retired individuals, and it's quite interesting to hear what they want to talk about and what they want to request from the city. So I'll record some of that. It's quite interesting. It's also interesting to hear from like the police chief. I don't know that he'll be there again this year, but statistics on speed and crime, and it's actually quite amazing how low the crime rate is there. Seems like speeding in town on people doing 40 and a 25 is the bigger issue in town. But yeah, it's interesting, and I'll share that with you. In selling our house, it's a little sad. We've got really good neighbors here. We probably would have sold this house and downsized during the pandemic or shortly thereafter, but we had two new neighbors move in 2020, and they've been great neighbors. And that's part of the reason we've been here another 5 or 6 years, is just having good friends like next door that you can socialize with, or you know we had, during the pandemic, we would have what we called driveway happy hour, and so everybody brought a camping chair. You brought it was BYOB. We just sat out on our driveway, shared driveway, and you know had drinks and sometimes snacks. And as it got into winter, we kind of moved it in towards our garage under some cover. We brought out heaters, and my wife, most nights that we had a get together, she provided some type of hot dinner. So Thursday nights everybody would come to our house, and we'd socialize, and it was a really fun time. We really got to know everybody. So that is one aspect of selling this house and moving that we're really going to miss. There's a few others. Being in this community, there's a few businesses, and they're family businesses. There's a small market down the street from us with a deli counter. They allow us to have a tab if we'd like, where we can just buy on credit and pay off the bill at the end of the month. You don't see that anymore. And my kids were doing plays at the high school. They were advertising, and they were putting up displays back on the counter, trying to get people interested in going to support the high school drama program. But those kind of family businesses in small towns are really valuable to the community. And we have those businesses at the beach also, but down here it's a little more intimate. So that'll be another sad thing. When it comes to the house we're selling, we had an interested party come over the weekend. They really like the house. They're looking at one other property that is coming available this week. So hopefully next week we'll have more news on this house. Maybe it'll be a signing contract. We'll see. So stay tuned. I'll see you again.